Thank you very much, Cindy. That was a great job. That was a great job, by the way. Cindy's far left opponent, he's far left. Oh, he's out there. How does he fit in with Mississippi? But I could go over this, but how does he fit in? Mike Espy opposed Justice Kavanaugh. Espy will vote in total lockstep with Schumer, Pelosi, the legendary Maxine Waters, and a special interest bankrolling his campaign. Espy supported one of the largest tax increases in American history, you know that. He co-sponsored legislation that provides late-term abortion on demand, you know that. He backed a total government takeover of health care, and he even sponsored legislation to provide free taxpayer-funded health care to illegal aliens, which I'm sure you love paying for that. Mike Espy would rather protect illegal aliens than the people that live in Mississippi and Mississippi workers. It just can't work that way. You know, we want to be nice, and we all have a big heart, but it can't work that way because it doesn't work. No matter where you go in the world, that doesn't work. We don't need to give Schumer another vote to block our judges and abolish our borders and stall our wonderful nominees. We have great nominees. We have to get them through. Cindy will be with every single one of them. These are the top people, judicial people, and other people anywhere in this country, anywhere in the world as far as I'm concerned. Also at stake in tomorrow's election is your Medicare benefits. Democrats want to raid the Medicare to fund socialism. It's very simple what's going on. I do really want to run against a true socialist because I can't believe that's what this country wants. But let's see what happens. That's going to be a very interesting fight. Republicans want to protect Medicare for their great seniors who have earned it, and by the way, who have paid for it. You know that. And Republicans will always protect Americans with pre-existing conditions. Democrats will also destroy your health care by inviting millions upon millions of aliens to violate our borders. Once they arrive, they want to sign them up for free health care, free welfare, free education, and the right to vote. You know, talking about the fake media, I was doing that speech recently, and I said, and each one of them gets a free Rolls Royce. And so the media, one of the particular groups, you know, they said, he said they get a Rolls Royce, and they don't get a Rolls Royce. I said that. Okay. They don't get a Rolls Royce. They said he gets a Pinocchio for that. They said he gets, Phil, you hear that? I said Rolls Royce, and they said, no, he doesn't. They got me, Phil, they got me. Democrats have become the party of caravans and crime. True. Because when you have open borders, you have crime. When you have sanctuary cities, you have crime. Republicans are committed to halting this incursion and defending the sovereign territory of the United States of America. We're very proud of it. We will not tolerate any form of assault or attack upon our border agents like happened yesterday, or any attempt to destroy federal property, overrun federal authorities, or bring chaos and violence to American soil. And if you look at what's happening along the border, you see what's happening. The mayor of Tijuana, he said, these are tough people. These people fight when you talk to them. These are tough people. We don't want those people in Mississippi. I'm sorry. Of course, I know you'd win the fight, but who needs it, right? Who needs it? Who needs it? Last year alone, our brave Border Patrol and ICE agents seized nearly 1 million pounds of illegal narcotics, and they don't want to have ICE. Since I took the oath of office, ICE agents have arrested over 235,000 aliens with criminal records, including those charged or convicted of more than 100,000 assaults and nearly 4,000 killings. Think of that. 4,000 killings, and they want to abolish ICE. No, thank you. And by the way, the ICE folks, they're tough. And they're smart, and they're great, and they love our country. Just remember that. 1 in 5 federal prisoners is a non-citizen. You don't hear that ever. Illegal immigration is also deeply unfair to American workers, including African American workers. My administration will always protect Mississippi workers from unfair and illegal competition. A nation's first duty is to take care of its own citizens. After years of defending our borders, and you look at doing all of this, we defend all sorts of borders. We defend our borders just a little bit, but now we defend our borders very strongly. We defend the borders of other nations, but we don't defend our borders properly. But that's all changed since we got elected. We've done a good job. We're sending a clear message to the caravans and to the trespassers. Turn around, go back home. Do you ever notice they say they're coming up? And they want protection because their country is such a bad place. But they're waving the flags of their countries as they're walking up. I don't know, somehow that doesn't work, right? Doesn't work. They're waving the flags proudly of their countries, but they want to get out of their country because it's so bad. Democrats even support the sanctuary cities that unleash known criminals and gang members onto our streets. Republicans believe America should be a sanctuary for law-abiding citizens, not criminal aliens. We want to end sanctuary cities. And we've actually started big sections of the wall, but we want to finish the wall. We got to get funding from Congress. And if this isn't the right time to get funding, when you look at what's happening at the border, there'll never be a right time. So we're going very strongly for funding for the wall. And Lindsay and everybody is just, I mean, your great congressman, by the way, is one of the leaders of that. Thank you very much, General. Thank you. Funding. Tomorrow's election is about safety and it's about jobs. The state of Mississippi lost over 40% of all manufacturing jobs following the disasters of NAFTA, one of the great disasters of all time in terms of trade, and China's entrance into the World Trade Organization. They were flatlining, and they joined the World Trade Organization, which was actually meant for them to take advantage of us. And they went like a rocket ship, and it became the China of today. But today we're doing much better than China. Since they joined the WTO, we've racked up $4.5 trillion in trade deficits with China. That's for the years that they've joined. 4.5 trillion, not billion, not million, trillion. You know what that is? Nobody even knows how many zeros in a trillion. So many, you don't have time to write them. Year after, it's all going to change. Year after year, politicians ran for office promising to fix our horrible trade deals. And I took it on. And that's right, when they charge us a tariff, we charge them a tariff now, okay? And we're going to be introducing legislation on that very subject. When we charge them, you could call it a mirror tax, you could call it whatever, but isn't it crazy that China and other countries, China's the biggest, but other countries, we make a car, send it to China, there's a 25%